Alrighty, everyone, Supreme Kami over here. So just quickly going over what we have for upcoming events. So over here, in terms of the welfare unit, we have a quite interesting one over here. So I believe this is actually called the Saku tank, if I'm not mistaken. And if you guys can look closely at the, you can say upper right hand corner, you guys can see two minifigures right there. So I gotta say, this is definitely gonna be a very interesting unit to just kind of run. I'm not sure if this is like similar to the Hugh offer that we had like many weeks ago, but having this on a tank plus a Saku is definitely something I have never seen before. But yeah, let me actually take a look to see if I can find what this unit is actually called. I believe it's just called, is it, yeah, Saku tank right there. Okay, all right. Definitely excited to see how that actually translates in game and what kind of EX good that this guy potentially contains, right? But in terms of what we're gonna have for, you guys can definitely see right there, we have another Wing Zero. So it looks like that they are implementing another limited time banner. So this is, they call it the New Year's capsule banner, but this is more or less like another, you can say, Soul tier or even Gundam Fest banner over here. So this is like, this right now, in counting, this is gonna be our fifth week into, like, you know, limited time units over here. So let me know, how do you guys feel about, you know, just having so many limited parts and not having standard part. In terms of actually summoning aspect, I don't know if I'll actually summon it, just because this one is gonna be more or less like another copy and paste of the pre-existing Wing Gundam Proto Zero that we have in game already. I don't think that stat wise or even what this guy can do would be anything too groundbreaking. I'm just gonna expect this one to have like a generic, let's say, rolling buster, the twin buster rifles. So that is literally gonna be our fourth one. So so if you guys are like a big fan of the Wing Gundam Zero here, this is definitely the banner to just kind of go for. I don't know if they'll actually drop like a step up first. If they do, I think that is definitely gonna be a good chance to summon on it. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people are kind of running out of horror chips, because like what they implemented five straight weeks of just non-stop Gundam Fest banners. So how banners like ever since they started dropping what, the 7-star step, they dropped it a solo banner of the Hakashiki, and then a week after that they dropped it, what was it, they dropped it coast, what is it, the barbaric, as well as the let me actually take a look. I am forgetting already because I didn't do so hot in that banner, so like, ooh, whatever. So starting from right here, so Hakashiki, Eclipse, second form, Cold Sora, and then Rock Barrel. So right now in total we have 6 7-star unit. So yeah, I mean, it's getting a little bit too much. I have to say, like, I don't know why they keep dropping it. They could have easily just dropped 2 standard banners this week, like they would have been. Like the Hakashiki, like that week, that one's supposed to be like a standard week. And then in terms of the second V right there, that one is supposed to be another SoCal week as well. But you know, that one was kind of, they just made like an overall Christmas banner, and that's it. So I'm just like, you know. So yeah, do let me know, how do you guys feel about having another week of, you know, just non-stop limited time unit over here. And yeah, but besides that, in terms of the pilot slot, we finally have something from the Age series. My gosh, like, when was the last time they actually added a pilot that is actually kind of hype, you know? In terms of the pilot that we are going to be getting, it's going to be the younger version of Wolf. So let me see. Yeah, they are finally adding Wolf to the game, which is like probably like a yes for me. Like for someone like me that grew up like around just watching the H series, like it's definitely pretty hype for me, obviously. But once we start getting into like the Wolf second season, not really the second season, or you can say like the second generation, where you have Asim. Oh man, things really went the other direction. But I'm definitely excited to see him. Actually, if I can pull him, I'll probably wait until I can pick him out. I'll definitely be using him in one of my pilot slots. So yeah, in terms of the 3-star pilots, I have no idea where she's from. So yeah. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it. So let me actually show you guys the Wing Zero that we have in game already. But in terms of this Wing Zero, this is actually the TV version, so it's not affiliated with the the Endless Smoke series, like the one we have seen from the last few ones already. So the one we have in game right now is called, what is it? The Wing Gundam Proto Zero. So this is the master grade of it actually. So I don't know if it actually ever appears in the actual anime, or no, in the manga. I don't recall it was. I'm pretty sure this is just an actual master grade that they came up with, and you know what? Let's just make another Wing Zero master grade, you know. So yeah, we literally do have this in game already. In terms of everything else, they look pretty much identical, I guess. I would have to say maybe the head model is slightly different, the torso is slightly different as well, and maybe the kneecap right there is slightly different. But other than that, like, you know, it's 99% identical. And maybe the backpack overall structure is slightly different as well. But you know, you guys get the overall idea. We literally have this in game already. So I do expect maybe another rolling buster like this one right here. This one over here probably is gonna give this one to us over here. So I think this is right now one of the better AoE weapon that many of you guys can definitely obtain. But without the L badges, it's definitely gonna be hard. That is so yeah, you guys can definitely exchange this one via the 5-star pick tickets. But I think the biggest problem is just not having the L badge, so you can't really alterate it to get the B plus power. So yeah. But speaking of just this, what is it? The new banner stuff over here, we are actually going to be getting some revived alteration for some warfare parts. Because if we do take a look at the notice real quick, once again, this says that we are going to be getting some 3-star modes, pioneer material, as well as some data, style data. So that means we are going to be getting 3 warfare parts from the past that are going to get some alteration. So that in terms of that, I am definitely excited to see what they can do with the auto suit. But you know, in terms of overall stat, I don't think any of the welfare rerun alteration, I don't think they're gonna pack anything too surprised, I would have to say. I think everything really lies in between, let's say, what kind of EX skill they can kind of improve upon, as well as what kind of secondary part trait they are gonna give us. I think that is definitely gonna be the most crucial part. But other than that, there are still gonna be some stuff that you guys need to exchange for this week. And the first thing first is going to be this one over here. I'm probably gonna make a separate video just strictly talk about which part you guys should be picking, alongside with another wave of this over here. So definitely expect another video to just briefly talk to you guys about what kind of part to be picking, because in terms of this roster is extremely new. So I think maybe you guys do have some trouble in terms of like kind of just find which part is going to be best for your build. So I'm definitely going to give you guys a quick recommendation from here and there. But besides that, this is going to be a week to definitely pick up some of your battle logs over here. So if you guys previously have not played throughout the, let's say, the battle log event period, so now it's definitely going to be time to secure yourself a few copies. You know, I say if you guys do have enough points, definitely pick up everything, trying to max out the part trade, the EX skill as much as you can. So yeah, that is going to be one thing you need to exchange for. The second thing that you guys need to kind of pay attention to is the number 29 premium material. So this is going to be another place where you can use 16 of the fragment to exchange for 2 parts. One part is going to cost you 8 material. So yeah, speaking of another Wing Zero, we actually do have this in game. Look at that. So this is going to be the Wing Zero that we are going to be getting in terms of the overall model, but it's not going to be called the Sky Zero. This is the one that was featured in the battle log. But yeah, so we are literally going to be getting the same thing. So I do expect no less than this one over here. So if you guys don't want to go for, let's say, the exclusive version or the summonable one, you guys can definitely exchange with this one, no problem. I think if you guys do repaint it, I think it should look pretty much identical to what it should be. So yeah. But in terms of what I would recommend everyone just pick up is definitely trying to filter by the part trait, and then go over to Gundam and trying to see, I would say pick up parts that are going to be, let's say, in the likes of cooldown reduction, because I think a lot of people nowadays are trying to work on that build. In terms of standard part, there are definitely a few good options, like, you know, what is it? Let me actually filter by this. There's actually one good one I do want to talk to you guys about. It's actually going to be this one over here, leg part. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be the GP014 burning. So this one recently did get an alteration. I don't think I ever cover this, but you know, with a proper alteration that this one has, in terms of the second watch rate, it is actually going to be giving you a power boosting when you are running a pro tag. So this is definitely going to be a good selection when you guys are trying to build a Gundam build. That is also going to come with a pretty neat, you know, bonus trait, or not bonus trait, but you know, power boosting. So if this is something you guys are interested into building, this is I think a good leg part to be getting. So yeah. Since there's going to be 2 tickets, you can either pick 2 of this right here, or you can pick something else. So, but I will have to say maybe focus on cooldown reduction type parts, and then I guess at least go over here first. You know, go over to the alteration page first and just kind of see which items in here does have alteration, and then trying to focus on those would probably be your best bet. Like literally one of our recent alteration. So look at that. Power boosting reserves, that is extremely valuable. But other than that, I think that is going to be pretty much it. I think maybe the last thing to just kind of quickly go over is going to be the fragment for this week. So we do have the Gundam Gymnast, we have the TR1 or TR6 actually, and then we also have Cheerdom. So I think the part that I would either recommend you guys getting is actually going to be the G unit shoot, because this one actually comes with some buff EXP effects. So if anyone is interested into trying to do in one power, I think, or just trying to output more, I think this is gonna work really well if whenever EXP does have any buffing or have any additional effects, or let's say along the line of, let's say, increasing your, you know, your overall squad by X amount of percentage. I think, you know, this is definitely gonna help you guys out by a long shot. But other than that, all the other ones are pretty much kind of like, yeah, not really that good. So maybe this one I would definitely recommend that one. In terms of the other one, like the tier 6, I don't think there's anything too spectacular. And then as well as the Cheerdom, I don't think there was anything too special about it. So yeah, I think recommending the shoe is going to be my top pick for the set right there. But you know, do let me know which part are you guys planning to pick, and I think that is going to be pretty much it. So definitely going to be excited to see what kind of welfare, you know, what they can do after alteration. So with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it, and I'll catch you guys all on the next one.